Oh, hey, didn't see you there. Glad you made it. We're here at the ZLINE Showroom, and today I'm going to meet up with our expert, Austin, and we are going to install an island range hood. It looks intimidating, but it's not that difficult, so stay tuned and check it out.
So before we start, we've measured out where we need to place our island hood, and we put up support beams. There's 2x4s that go in a square around here that are connected to the roof joists, as well as there's an outlet up here that was installed as well. So before you do this, make sure that you have those 2x4 support beams that are going to go, that they're going to be supporting this mounting bracket right here, because all of the weight's going to be on there, so drywall is not going to hold it. So you really have to make sure that the 2x4 is there. And then as well as the outlet box, so you can just plug it in. Once you have that all set up, we are gonna get our mounting bracket up, and then we'll do our measurements to see how long we need to make our adjustments for the angle iron brackets. Once you get this here, there are sides to it. This is gonna be our side. This will be the front and the back where you'll see the display panels. So we'll get this guy up there. And as you can see, we hit the wood studs, which is exactly what you want to hear. There's 4 little screw mounting holes inside your bracket that you'll see that will allow you to install this bracket. Okay, now that we have those 4, throw me a measuring tape. So what we're going to do from here is you're going to have on every corner there's going to be 4 holes. That's where we're going to start our measurement because our angle irons are going to go from the top here to the bottom part of your motor. So we're going to see how far this is. So I'll go from the bottom, from our top of our from the top of our stove top to the very top of our ceiling is 87 inches. And so when you mount your hood, it has to be between 30 and 36 inches. So once you figure out where it is, take that 36 inches off of our roof is 87 inches, and we'll end up with the number that we need to make our angle irons, the size. So we'll go do that right now, and I'll show you how to put the angle irons together. So once you have determined your measurements on how high you need to make these angle brackets, or these angle irons, there is a top and a bottom. So this point here and this point here, it's going to be the part that's going to attach to your motor, so it's going to be a lot larger than these ones here. So you have your bottom here and your top, and then these extensions attached to the top. So once you get your measurements, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then we're going to take these screws here and the bolts, and there's 4 positions to where you have to put the screw and the bolt in, and do that to all 4 of your angle irons, and then you'll be ready to mount your angle irons after that. So now that all 4 of our angle iron brackets are properly secured, we're going to attach them to the top corners on each of your mounting brackets. So I'm going to grab all 4, and we'll grab the screws for that. So when you attach these brackets, you can see they line up here. So we're just going to take the screws, screw them in here, and then we're going to go all the way around and mount all 4 screw positions on all 4 mounting brackets, or angle irons, onto the mounting bracket. So it should be a total of 16. Okay, so now that we have the angle irons mounted, we want to make sure that they're level. So when you slide that motor casing on, you're not going to be running into anything. So you want to check that all positions are level on both sides. Otherwise, if they're facing in, it'll be too tight. So when you try to slip in the motor, it'll scratch or just cause issues. And this thing is heavy, so it's always nice to have 2 people and the easiest possible setup, so you're not sitting there struggling trying to get it inside. So once you have it level on every position, we are then going to get the chimneys up and then slide that motor underneath to hold it in position. So now that we have everything ready to install the chimney and the motor, we need to put the vent system on. So there's a seal that I put on here. And then when you put it on, you'll see that there's matching holes where the screws are going to line up. So once you get all those lined up, you have the seal and your transition piece. We're going to take our screws and mount them into the motor, and that'll keep this nice and secure. Also, at the same time, make sure that both of your dampers can open up, so that way you don't run into issues when you're going to actually try to run this. Now that we have all 6 screws in, we'll get the chimney up and put this motor in. So now that we have all of the screws mounted and the chimney's in proper position, before you can actually do your final mounting with the top 2 chimney screws, you want to reach in there, grab the cord, plug it into your outlet, as well as connect your chimney or your venting system. So that's what we're going to do now. So now that we have our power cord plugged in and our chimney, our vent system all complete, we're going to slide this up. And on this side and the back side of it, there's going to be 2 screw hole positions that we're going to drill this top chimney to hold it into place. This one I can't see. Okay.
All right, so some main takeaways. Make sure that you have the posts of the 2x4s up there to get your strength for when you're hanging this range hood, because it does have some weight to it. Also, make sure that you have an outlet up there to plug your 3-prong plug into, otherwise it's not going to be up to code, and it might void your warranty. So thanks again to Austin to help us lead the way in getting this up, and check us out online everywhere. Check out the merch store, like, subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.